Okay. Okay, is this better? Okay. I attended my first Alaska Democratic Convention, or caucus, in Juneau in 1972. It was a year like this year. It's a year when change was in the air. It was a year when a group of people got together to take over the Alaska Democratic Party and infuse it with new ideas and new blood. The movement was called ad hoc, and I know Chancey remembers it well, and I'm sure there's other people around who do. I see people waving from the floor. It was an exciting time, and as you know, the term ad hoc is something that's formed to address a specific problem or issue. You've all heard of ad hoc. The changes brought by Senator Sanders and his followers. I love the energy. It's wonderful. I chaired the Juneau Democrats, now the Tongass Democrats, for 10 years. And during that time, whenever there were young people around, I would say, take the party, please. We need young people involved. I know there's a lot of older Bernie supporters, and I welcome you too, but the young people, we need you to be involved in this party. It is time for new blood, and it's time for a change. We're meeting here today to elect representatives to our national convention, but I would ask you to look beyond the national convention. The reason the Alaska Democratic Party exists is not just to elect Democrats to a national convention, but first and foremost to elect Democrats to our Alaska legislature. We all know our state's in trouble financially. Yes, we have money in the bank, but as we know, the vast resources on the North Slope are drying up, and we're not producing those huge volumes of oil. The price of oil can go lower. And the leadership in the Alaska legislature, just look at what the Republicans are not doing now. They're funding LIOs, not schools. They're slashing the university budget, and they're resisting changes to our oil tax structure. We need help for our Alaska Democrats who are serving in the legislature.
How much, dude? How you doing? What's that?
Senator
no reason.
Okay. Ellis and Egan need our help. Representatives Tuck, Guerra, Drummond, Clayman, Guttenberg, Josephson. I saw Andy Josephson here. Kawasaki, Keto. Is Kawasaki here? No. Keto, Price Tompkins, Sponholz, Tar, and Wool need our help. We need progressives to lead the way. And if we can harness the power you have here in this room, we have here in this room, the power you hold in your hands, we can bring great change to our state legislature just as the ad hoc movement did in 1972. I'm going beyond my time limit, but I'm sorry, this is my last stand as National Committee woman, so it won't be long. We must elect Democrats to the State House and the State Senate. We must change the laws that the Alaska Republicans are enacting. They're trying to cut the PFDs and tax the middle class and the poor before making big oil pay its fair share. We have the power to change that. The enthusiasm you're showing for the presidential race needs to be translated to our state races. Just as Senator Sanders has proven, it doesn't take billionaires to fund a race for president. We can harness the power in this room, and it won't take thousands and thousands of dollars to fund races for the State House and the State Senate. We can change Alaska. And the change doesn't just start with legislative seats. It starts with local school boards, local assemblies, local community councils, Native organizations. That's what we did in 1972. We got out and campaigned for new blood, and we won many legislative seats and down-ballot seats. And during this convention, there will be changes of leadership to the Alaska Democratic Party. You have the power to do that also. But with those changes comes the responsibility to run the party. It means recruiting, campaigning, and electing Democrats to office. It means stewardship of party resources. I ask you to use your power responsibly. There are some who will advocate for using party funds for various ballot measures and initiatives, but in my mind, party funds are to be used to elect candidates to office, to maintain the party structure, party offices, and especially party staff. We have an incredible staff working for the party now. Executive Director Kay Brown has done a marvelous job, and I'd like all those Kay and her staff people to stand up and be recognized. The fiduciary responsibility of party funds is in your hands, and please use it wisely. Get out there and fight to elect progressives to move Alaska forward in new and better directions. Move Alaska out of the era of big oil and into a future of clean energy, low-cost energy. Make education Alaska's #1 priority. Available and affordable for all Alaskans. Make subsistence rights for Indigenous Alaskans a reality. It's about time. And lastly, let's not fight among ourselves, but let's harness the people power we have in this room and change the system. Ad hoc did it in 1972. We can do it this year. And thank you very much for the privilege